Right. So I am the Sergeant at Arms, and I just want to say good morning to everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us at Breakfast with the Champion, Tate. Firstly,
Hello.
Sunday Sundowners Toastmasters Club would like to acknowledge and pay respect to the traditional owners of this land, the Wajak people, past and present. And secondly, to run a successful and productive meeting, please listen to the following instructions. You need to mute your microphone when you are not speaking. Be mindful of your body movements and multitasking and also the background, so try to keep it down. For the people who didn't send the questions to Ed, and you can ask questions today, please send me a message to the chat post.
No, Christina, just I'll do that. People just raise their hands in the chat box.
Yeah, and then we will answer your questions. And lastly, at the end of this meeting, I would like to have a photo with everyone. And if you don't want it, please stop your camera, stop your video, or change your name. That's it. Without further ado, I want to invite the Toastmaster of today's special meeting. Please help me welcome Tom Bilski.
Welcome, friends. Welcome, guests, to this rare opportunity to mix and mingle with your fellow Toastmasters from across the world and pick the brain of a professional speaker and world champion of public speaking, unscripted and unplugged. The audience will create the agenda. We will. Think of it as Ask the Champion Q&A. Ask anything. No question will go unanswered. Ed's previous session topics have included international speech contest tips and techniques. From free to fee, learn how to use public speaking to grow your business. Hear insider information and stories about the contest and professional speaking. Discover both the blessing and the curse of being a world champion. I think this will be the 7 seconds, Ed. Speech coaching. How to rehearse your presentations. How to deliver the bad news presentation. How do you deliver a talk for the 100th time as if it was your first, and much, much more. Using the principle he teaches, Ed Tate won the American Idol of Public Speaking, the 2000 World Champion of Public Speaking, Toastmasters International highest speaking award out of 357,000 plus members worldwide. The processes, tips, and techniques you will pick up today helped our speaker become the World Champion of Public Speaking. And you can use it to become a speaker whose presentations are remarkable. So please welcome Ed Tate.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. All right, just going to start off sharing a couple things here right away with you. Oops, let's try this again. Okay, all right, you guys can see my screen okay? All right, so every now and then we're going to go into gallery view, if you will. So that's what that means is that there's a little button up in the right-hand corner, and hit that so that way it looks like this. And then sometimes it will be in speaker view. So every now and then I'm just going to say, hey, gallery view, speaker view. But I want to start off right away by giving you guys a gift. Now this is also in the chat. A copy of this is in the chat. And the only thing to access this, the only thing you need to do is to take out your phone. You don't even have to take a picture of it. You can take a picture if that's easier. But just scan the QR code. All of a sudden, a link will show up. Hit that link, and you can download this gift. Basically, this is an 1 hour free webinar that I got together with my virtual assistant. Her name is Summer. She's been operating virtually for a decade. Plus, there's another buddy of mine. His name is Mike, and he's an expert in this area as well. So again, since we're in this worldwide COVID lockdown, here are some tips, tools, strategies, and techniques in terms of how you can work at home virtually. All right, so hope you enjoy that. And I also want to talk about the COVID-19 teddy bear N95 mask in the room. Again, the whole world's been shut down and we've been locked in and a little bit stir crazy from time to time. But I just want to point out a couple things. In a moment, I'm gonna have everybody stand up. So this is a lot of fun if you're in gallery mode. That is, you can actually see everyone who's going to be on this particular call. And I'm gonna have everyone stand up. Now, do not unmute yourself. Remain muted. Do not unmute yourself. Remain muted. And I want you to repeat the words that I either you see on the screen, or actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you what the words are. So just repeat the words that I tell you. And one of the words is an unusual word. It's called FUD, F-U-D. So I just want to make sure that you understand what the word is. All right. So here's what we're going to do is everyone please stand, please stand. Again, turn it back to gallery mode. It's a lot more fun if you're looking at this in gallery mode. Okay. All righty. So we got everyone in gallery mode. Let's see. Let me put you guys in gallery mode as well. Stop sharing. That way I can see everyone. And here we go. Seem to have lost my screen here. Sorry about that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. So everyone please stand. And I want you to repeat after me. And I want everyone to say Ed. I don't see lips moving. Everyone say Ed. Okay. Don't let the FUD get to you. Okay. All right. So please turn to your virtual neighbor and say, neighbor, don't let the FUD get to you. All right. All right. Please turn to your other virtual neighbor and say, other neighbor, don't let the FUD get to you. All right. Turn back this way and say, Ed, what in the heck is FUD? You may be seated. You may be seated. By the way, here's this how this deal is going to work. Ed's going to have fun regardless. You are welcome to join me. FUD stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And whenever there's a change in our lives, it's always accompanied by fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I used to be the director of a company called the Denver Rocky Mountain News, and we announced a merger with one of our competitors. The competitor was called the Denver Post. And this company had been trying to put us out of business for like well over a decade. And people thought it was like the absolute worst thing that could have possibly have happened is for us to have merged with our arch rival, the Denver Post. But the truth of the matter is this. We are going to get through this. We're going to get through COVID-19. You're going to get through any type of change or challenges that you face. That is the truth. One of my favorite books is called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. It's by a lady by the name of Dr. Susan Jeffers. And she says it's okay to feel fear, but don't let fear paralyze you. So don't let fear paralyze you. So with regard to this change that we're going through, this, again, this global pandemic, as it says in the good book, this too will pass as well. And I'm living proof of that. I won the World Championship in the year 2000. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, the World Championship of Public Speaking is a year-long competition, 6 different rounds, anywhere from 25,000 to 35,000 people competing. And in the year 2000, I happened to win the entire competition. It was a life-changing moment for me. And by the way, I want to point out one thing. My first international visit was to Australia. So your country has a warm place in my heart. Unfortunately, my wife wasn't able to get her visa quick enough, my first wife, but me and my son were able to go. We actually went to the Olympics in the year 2000. So that was one of the, it was a bucket list item. I got a chance to go to both Australia and the Olympics for the first time. And I got the chance to experience that with my son. So that your country always holds a very, very special place. But 1 year later in our country, we had 9/11. And I just began my speaking career and everything shut down. Everything shut down. Think about it. I mean, there's no meetings, there's no conventions, etc. Fast forward to 2007, 2008, it happened again with a worldwide economic crisis. Fast forward to today. Here's my philosophy. I'm pivoting, I'm not panicking. And I'm going to invite you to pivot. A pivot means to change. It means to change direction rather than panicking. When you're in panic mode, you can't think. You can't be creative. You're completely overwhelmed, if you will. So pivot, don't panic. All right, so I'm just going to stop right here. Let's open it up for some of the questions.